Good morning, students. I am Mr. Sunil. Welcome you in the e-learning initiative of Cambridge International School, Dasuya. Dear student, today we are going to learn another topic of business studies of chapter 2, that is cooperative society. But before begin with the topic, let's see what we have done in the previous class and have a look what we are going to do in the next classes. In this chapter, we are going to study about the forms of business organization. There are three types of business organizations. These are private enterprises, public enterprises, joint sector enterprises. Under private enterprises, we will learn about sole proprietorship, which we have already done, Hindu undivided family business, this is also we have done, partnership, this we will going to study in the next classes, cooperative form, that is cooperative society, which we are going to do today, joint stock company later on. Public enterprises, which is owned, managed and controlled by the government. Joint sector enterprises, owned, managed and controlled by private individuals as well as government. Under this, we will study about the departmental undertakings, statutory corporations, and the government companies. Today, we are going to learn about the cooperative society. Let's see. But before that, we have to recap what we have done in the previous class, that is sole proprietorship. Sole proprietorship means it is a form of business organization which is owned, managed, and controlled by an individual, that is one person, who is the recipient of all the profits and the bearer of all the risk. It means in sole proprietorship, one person organizes, controls, owned all the affairs of the organization, and he is the only person who gets the profits as well as all the losses and the risks of the business. A sole proprietor is one who is the only owner and enjoys all profits and bears whole risk alone. This form of business is suitable in the areas of personalized services such as beauty parlors, hair salons, and small scale activities like running a retail shop, grocery shop in a locality. It is also known as one man business. Today, we are going to start the next topic, that is cooperative society. Under cooperative society, we will cover the meaning, concept, definition, merits, demerits, and the types of cooperative societies. So let's begin with today's topic, cooperative society. Now, the cooperative society which are established in India are governed under the Cooperative Society Act 1912. The meaning of cooperative society is, the word cooperative means working together and with the others for a common purpose. It means all the person who wants to join the cooperative society come together for a common purpose. The cooperative society is a volunteer association of persons who join together with the motive of welfare of the members. Whenever the cooperative society is formed, it is formed by the volunteer persons who wants to join it, and this is for the welfare of the member of the society. Now, they always wants to curtail or eliminate the middleman's profit so that they can give the benefit to their members only. So whenever you go to a cooperative society, you will see that the rate of the products in the cooperative society is lesser than the product which are sold in other types of organization or other types of shops, malls, etc. So this is purely formed for the welfare of the member of the societies. Amul is the best example of cooperative society in India. Amul was founded in 1946 in Anand, Gujarat, with a mission to stop the exploitation of the farmers by middlemen. Amul is managed by the Gujarat Cooperative Milk Marketing Federation Limited. More than 15 million milk producers pour milk in 144,500 dairy product societies across the country. It is one of the biggest cooperative society in the country. Let's see the definition of cooperative society. Cooperative organization is a society which has its objectives for the promotion of economic interests of its members in accordance with cooperative principles. This is according to the Indian Cooperative Society Act 1912. It says, according to the definition, cooperative organization always promotes the economic interest of its members aligned with the cooperative principles by removing the middlemen who are exploiting the interest of the members of the society. So, cooperative society is formed with the main objective of protecting the interest of the society or members of the society so that they can get the actual economic benefit by removing the middleman. Let's see the features of cooperative society one by one here under. Number one, volunteer membership. The membership of cooperative society is volunteer. Membership is open to all, irrespective of their religion, caste, and gender. Means, in cooperative society, any member can join the firm and any member can leave the firm as per his or her will. Number two, legal status. The registration of cooperative society is compulsory under Indian Cooperative Societies Act 1912. Therefore, it is a separate legal distinct from its member. Now, a legal status, whenever the cooperative society gets its legal status by registering herself under the Indian Cooperative Society Act 1912, cooperative society becomes a distinct entity or distinct member from all its members. Now, we can say that cooperative society is an artificial person, as society gets a legal status or legal entity, so it becomes a different person in the eyes of law. So after getting the legal status, cooperative society becomes a legal person or the legal distinct entity from its members. Number three, limited liabilities. The liabilities of the members are limited to the extent of the amount contributed by them as capital. Let's take an example. Cooperative society is always formed with minimum of 10 adult members. All the 10 members have to bring capital into the business, into the society. Now, whenever the cooperative society dissolves, the liability of all the members is restricted up to the amount invested by them in the business. It means they are not going to sold their personal assets to pay off the liability of the cooperative society. So this is the best thing of the cooperative society, that the liability of the members are limited. Whatever the amount they have invested in the business, the liability of the members are restricted up to that amount only. So there is no fear of uh, selling off their own personal assets for paying off the liability of the cooperative society. Number four, control. The power to take decisions lies in the hands of elected managing committee. Now, every member of the cooperative society has one right, that is to vote. One member has one voting right. Here, the managing committee is elected in a democratic manner. It means there is a voting to elect the managing committee, and whosoever is the member of the managing committee, they will control the entire cooperative society's affairs. Number fifth, service motive. The purpose of cooperative society is mutual help and welfare. Whenever the cooperative society is formed, they are not formed with the purpose of making profit like other businesses. So it is always formed to help the society's member and to create or to welfare uh, or make the policies for the welfare of the society's member. It is formed with the motive of service to its members. Surplus generated is distributed amongst its member as dividend. Now, they definitely generate surplus. Now, whatever the surplus generated in the cooperative society is distributed among all its members because they all have invested capital in the business. So when you invest capital in the business, in return you will be getting dividend. So dividend is given out of the surplus generated by the cooperative society to its members. So in this way, cooperative society is an organization which is formed for the welfare of its members, and they always eliminates the middlemen so that the profit what they were generating, middlemen, can be eliminated completely, and the benefit of that profit is given to its members. So it's a very good feature of all these features are very important features of cooperative society. Further, we are going to study about merits and demerits of the cooperative society. Merits mean advantages and disadvantages of the cooperative society. First merit is the ease of formation of cooperative society. The cooperative society is formed with minimum of 10 members as per the provisions of Cooperative Society Act 1912. Minimum 10 members are required to form the cooperative society as per the requirement or as per the Cooperative Society Act 1912. Second merit is equality in voting status. The principle of one man, one vote governs here, irrespective of the amount of capital contributed by a member. Every member in the cooperative society gets a voting right. It is always ignored that what amount they have invested as capital in the cooperative society, whether they have invested huge capital in the business or a lesser amount of capital, it is completely ignored, and they have every member is given a voting right to select the managing committee of the organization. Number three, liability of the members are limited. In cooperative society, the liability of members is limited to the extent of their capital contribution. Therefore, the personal assets of the members are safe. We have already discussed this point in features also. Every member has to invest or contribute some amount of capital in the business. Whatever the amount they have invested in the cooperative society, the liability of that member is limited up to that amount. Let's take an example. A, B, C, and D, they contributed 1 lakh in the business or in the cooperative society respectively. When the cooperative society dissolves, the loss or the liability on the head is only rupee 1 lakh, because the 1 lakh is the amount they have invested in the business. So whatever they are going to lose, they are going to lose on the only the amount of capital, that is 1 lakh. So the liability of the cooperative society is limited. They are safe. Stable existence. The existence of the cooperative society is quite stable. It does not affected by the death, bankruptcy, or insanity of a member do not affect continuity of the cooperative society. Now, if any member dies in between, it will not affect the continuity of the business. Bankruptcy of any member, because there are number of members who are the member of cooperative society. If any member becomes bankrupt means he becomes insolvent, he does not has any money. Now he is left with 0 penny and they do not have any money to survive. It is called bankruptcy. Now they do not have any amount, so it will not affect the existence of the cooperative society. If any insanity, if any person becomes mad, insanity means mad. If any person becomes insanity or becomes mad, it will also not affect the existence of the cooperative society. So cooperative society's existence is very stable. Any person dies, becomes bankrupt or becomes insane will not affect the continuity of the cooperative society. Number fifth is economy in operations. Economy in operations mean reduction in the cost of production. The members generally offer honorary services to the society. Honorary services mean the services which is given as a volunteer in the organization. So whenever its members, those who are giving volunteer services to the organization, it will definitely reduces the cost of production because they are not expecting any amount against those services. As the focus is on elimination of middlemen, this helps in the reduction of cost of production. So the cost of production, if the cost of production is higher, the product which is sold in the market will be expensive. If the cost of production is less, the product which is sold in the market, its cost is less. So if the cost of production will be reduced, definitely the benefit of it will go to its member. So economy in operations mean reduction in cost of production so that its benefit easily cascades to the all its members. Number six, support from the government. Cooperative society gets support from the government in the form of low taxes. Cooperative societies are paying very less tax. Subsidies, they are getting subsidies from the government because they are doing social services, because they are not minting profit from the business. And low interest rate on loans, and the rate of interest on loans are also less. So in this way, the government organizations are also helping the cooperative society so that they can survive for a longer time. Now the demerits of the cooperative society. First demerit is limited resources. Next is inefficiency in management. Number 3 is lack of secrecy. Number 4 is government control. Number 5 is difference in opinion. So we will study all these demerits one by one in detail. Number 1, limited resources. Resources of cooperative society consist of limited capital. Low rate of dividend acts as a deterrent in attracting more capital from its members. Now, a cooperative society has a limited number of members who contribute capital to the organization, and in return they are getting dividend which is of very low rate, due to which they are not motivated to invest more in the society. So they always lack resources. The demand of the organization is huge, but the available resources are limited. So they do not always meet the demand of the society. Number 2, inefficiency in management. Members working on volunteer basis are generally not professionally equipped to handle the management functions effectively. Now, the members who are working in the cooperative society, they are giving their volunteer services. So they are not professionally so well equipped that they can handle the pressure which a professional can handle. So in cooperative societies, the management is quite inefficient. Number 3, lack of secrecy. In cooperative society, to maintain the secrecy is a very huge task, as there are open discussions in the meetings of members as well as disclosure obligation as per the Societies Act 7. It is very difficult to maintain the secrecy about the operations of cooperative society. The members or any member who was a part of the meeting can leak the information or top secret information to other parties in lieu of money. And due to government's obligation, the organization or the society has to reveal their accounts through print media or electronic media to the public. This will also lead to the leakage of information, important information, to the public or to other organizations. Number 4, government control. Against the privileges offered by the government, cooperative societies have to comply with several rules and regulations related to auditing of accounts, submission of accounts, etc. Interference is done by the government. This leads to affect negatively on the freedom of cooperative societies' operation. Government, we have seen in merits that they were providing low interest rate on loans, subsidies, and tax holidays. So government is going to expect from the cooperative society to do something for them. That is why the government interferes in the affairs of the cooperative society. Number 4, difference of opinion. Sometimes personal interest may start to dominate the welfare motive, and the benefit of other members may take backseat. Personal gain is given preference by certain members. Now the opinion, there is always a difference of opinion if the personal interest overlaps the welfare motive of the organization. This will definitely defeat the purpose of the cooperative society. So difference of opinions will always create chaos in the organization. So here we are finished with today's topic. Tomorrow we will be back with another topic. Till then, stay safe, stay healthy, and stay at home. Thank you.